Hey guys, since many of you have asked about my generals, I thought it's time to share what I got, my roster, and I will also show my personal ranking. Remember that the generals are already ranked by the game. So starting with Cavalry, number one ranked, of course, is my only in-app purchase general, Richard I, and is associated with Knight Templars, which incidentally is the unit that it gives the most damage. And incidentally, also the Knight Templars are by far the best unit in the game. You can see here clearly this is before upgrade, 211, 248 in attack, 204 in defense, 79% counter attack. Actually, this is after my upgrade itself. If you get the unit from the handbook, you can tell that the attack is 124, 155. I already got it up to 200. And on that point, a small parenthesis, based on your general, you will see there are some military units you should focus. In my case, again, because of Richard, I focus on the Knight Templar. Maybe you have a melee cavalry that general you want to focus on speed cavalry, for example. And do the exchange with the Soul of War so that you unlock and you upgrade this military unit. Instead of upgrading hundreds of units, focus on 3, 4 and get them to the high level. In my case, I have the Knight Templars already upgraded to level 4, which is not bad. Okay, so if you look at the general in the new look after the game update, first of all, check the capability point on the top. Sometimes you got some capability points which you have by increasing the rank, which is this one. In that case, you can click on one of the skill and increase it. I am always for not spreading the capability across, but I focus them on one. I believe in specialized generals. Okay, so in my case, it's specialized in cavalry. And you see as a whopping 123 capability points based on all the upgrades and the items and the stuff that we will see. On the same spirit of specialization, I gave him the best cavalry equipment, which is the Indonesian horse. It gives plus 24 cavalry capability, plus it boosts the cavalry tactician level, which is this one, by 1. So that increases the damage by 15%. Start. Now, be aware that every general has 2 item slots. You cannot put 2 items that boost the same capability. So I cannot put another cavalry item. I'm not allowed. But what you can do, you can put one of these unique items. In this case specifically, this equipment is unique for Richard, so it's perfect. But if I were the equipment unique for another general here, I would still be able to benefit by the 2 general attributes. In this case, is damage increase and cavalry capability increase. And that's what I do in other general. So for him, I got him his own tool, the immortality level, and I upgraded to, you see, by clicking enhance, you can enhance for the starting level 1 up to level 10. If already you get to level 1, you see the exclusive attribute. If he leads a Knight Templar, it gives the damage increased by 10%. If the immortality gets to level 3, the general skill polearm mastery is increased by 1. By level 5, increase the cavalry tactician by 1. Level 7, interception. And level 9, increase the damage of Knight Templar by 20%. It's great. So already maximized, therefore it really boosts the damage. Then you will see a little shield for some of these big generals. This is it shows you the weapon. And here inside this book shows you the hero legend path. I haven't done yet. Richard, soon will be done. Then, of course, on the left, you have now the skills. So to judge a good general, you want to have a couple of skills linking to that capability specialization. So in this case, I want a couple of skills that are aligned with this cavalry capability. So I got the cavalry tactician and also pole arm mastery, which is when you command units with pole arms. And units with pole arms are counter infantry and charge cavalry. So perfect. And then on top, I got a siege master. So when attack the city, it damages the rampart. So also that is a link. So you got 3 very good skills. Plus interception is very useful because you may notice in the game that you're very vulnerable to the enemy attack when it's their turn. So with interception, you can block the enemy nearby, so they cannot attack you for one. And then leadership, not very useful, I think, but still improves the morale. Then he was already ranked to the top, so he's General 3 in rank. And in terms of title, the title really increased the damage. It's a damage booster. He was already Emperor. But you can upgrade the rank and title using Heraldry and Seals, respectively. And that's about it. So this is my number 1 cavalry. Then number 2 cavalry, Roland. Roland also is a gold general, but he has his unique equipment. This is a big bonus for me when I choose my generals. Choose generals, even in the gold, they have a special equipment, no? Like so him or not Nut, because that's a big boost. In this case, so I need the Hussar cavalry. Used to be called speed cavalry, now it's called Hussar, because with the Hussar it will increase the damage by 20%. That's a big bonus I don't want to give up. And then also with Durendal, you see he has a level 3 Infantry, level 5 Cavalry Tactician, level 7 Loot. Loot is very convenient. It takes 20 ore, which is the industry really, 20 units point, every 5 rounds, and particularly in Conquest, where the ore is rare, it's very useful skill. If I look at the Durendal, it's here actually. Currently I'm at level 8, so I've already upgraded all the skills. I'm just missing level 9 to boost the output of the Hussar cavalry. Since this cavalry I still have it locked, it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, whenever you increase the level, also the general attribute increase, so the cavalry capability is already plus 32 and the damage plus 18, which are very important. And you can tell, so Roland is a 96 in cavalry, which is supported by a cavalry capability, a Gallic warhorse, which gives 15 points, and Durendal, as we saw, 32 points, plus the other bonuses. Great, and again, when you look at Roland, the skills, he has he's a melee cavalry, so he has infantry tactician that doesn't help, but he has a cavalry tactician and master swordman that applies to melee cavalry. And then intelligence expert, not very useful, but loot, as I said, it's convenient. Also, I upgraded him to General 3, so I got this extra capability point, which went to cavalry, and also is now Crown Prince. And I'm not sure if it's a bug in the game or that's already the maximum potential. I noticed that most of the generals we cannot upgrade the title. I even wrote to EasyTech to report it. I didn't get an answer, but I think most of the generals are already at max potential. So keep the title in mind then, because if you cannot upgrade the title, and if you have two similar generals where one has the title of Emperor and the other of Baron, the Emperor gives you a big boost into the attack. Then my third cavalry is Narses. One of the reasons I chose Narsen is for the bond. I already done a special video on bond, but you see I already have Belisarius. Adding Narses, I get as a boost the counter infantry. I get the defense, attack, and counter attack plus 10 points. So why not? But also is a decent cavalry general. So he's already now, I have upgraded to maximum rank, General 3. Title is also just a Crown Prince. And again, one of the reasons I chose Narses is gold, but he has a unique equipment, the Chaser. Okay, with the Chaser, I got him now to, oh sorry, I don't have the Chaser yet, because the Chaser comes from a Proof of Honor, and I think it might be for purchase. You know, in Proof of Honor, you have two tiers, regular and premium, where the premium you're going to pay. So for now, I gave him a Charlemagne, because I'm not going to buy more in up general. So Charlemagne still, he will benefit in terms of general attributes. For now, it's just plus 5 damage and plus 4 cavalry, but eventually, later on, I will spend money to upgrade it, and it will be an additional cavalry boost together with another Gallic warhorse, plus 15. So he has a 68 cavalry, which is decent for a third cavalry, and is supported by his formation skill. Okay, now the problem is, well, before I bought it, his skills were different. And now is it I continue to change the game, which I find very frustrating. I mean, now he's no longer, he used to have some cavalry skills, now his cavalry are a mix. Anyway. And then, if we keep going down in terms of cavalry, I got, for now, number 4 is John the Armenian. He's a very modest, I would say. I should get a 4th general in cavalry, but anyway, John has a 31 cavalry. I gave him the Norman Warhorse, so 12 points capability. Plus, I gave him Alfred the Great, because I'm not going to buy Alfred, so I get another cavalry capability improvement for him. And he has the Euphoria, which target boosts the unit morale. Why not? And yeah, that's it. So that's my roster for now for cavalry. And I am planning to boost my cavalry either with the Zengi or Batukan, or ideally Joan d'Arc, but Joan d'Arc is not available yet. So we'll see. Then we go with the archery. So I just got finally El Cid, before it was not available. Now you can get it for 2,500 medals. And so you see still, and now I can upgrade him live to General 1, to the 2 and 3. And there you go. Maximize his rank now. And so by doing that, I generated the capability points, which we're going to put all in archery, because this is my philosophy. I specialize my generals. So now he has a 78 in archery. And then there is also here a unique equipment called T-Zona. And this guy is maximized when he has the Conquistador. I don't have unlocked yet the Conquistador, so no benefit. And again, this T-Zona comes from Triumphs, which is again another scam, because that means here is the Triumphs. Let's see, what is this T-Zona? That's it. I need to, oh, that's good. I need to finish 8 chapters in campaign. So I am now in Komnenos. I better rush it so I can get my seed weapon. Good to know. Okay, back to CD. So what else? He is great because he has Outburst, Infantry Tactician, not useful, but then he has a Range Tactician and Master Shooter. So 2 skills, 3 actually, against the range. Perfect. Then you saw live is now General, and he's a Crown Prince. So this one you see is upgradable. I don't have seals now. I need the 19 seals to upgrade him up. That's what I will do. It's important when you have your roster of generals, you prioritize where you want to invest. I have a grid where I put, for example, one of the priorities to upgrade the seed title. And so that reminds me to buy mithrils, which are seals, sorry, they use to upgrade the title. Another is to upgrade the unique equipment for which I need mithril, and so on. So he has also England longbow that boosts his capability by 18 points, plus increase the master shooter level by 1, which is useful. And then for now I gave him Attila equipment, but soon we'll get the T-Zona di Battipaglia. Okay, but still he gets 12 points in range capability. And I will give this equipment to another archer. So archer number 2 is Robin Hood. Technically, Robin Hood is a sort of an in-app purchase because actually I got it from the Triumphs by simply I purchased some medals and I got the free Robin Hood. Okay, so this is good. Jeez. And so number 2, what does he have good? Master of Archery, level 4. He has a Range Tactician and Master Shooter. So he has 3 archery skills. That's really good. Plus Rapid March and Forest Commander, which are other useful benefits. He has 125 archery, so much higher than El Cid, because I had it longer, so I was able to increase it. Plus 62 in archery. He has the Steel Crossbow that gives a range capability of plus 24 and increase the Master of Archery level 1. That's why I didn't give this equipment to Elcid, because Elcid does not have Master of Archery, so it would have been for me overall a loss. And then on top he has his own weapon, Wind Feather, and he's upgraded to level 10. So that gives him a plus 40 in range and plus 40 also in infantry, plus a bunch of bonuses. The negative of this general, that is maximized with the Wood Raider, which historically makes sense, but the Wood Raider is one of the worst range units, and so even with 20% bonus, you are better off by getting the Musketeer or some of the other advanced range. So that's a bit of a mistake in design, I would say. Okay, so Robin has maximum already, General 3, but is only a Duke. So you see his damage is only plus 10. With the Emperor, he gets much higher. So that's a bit of and again, doesn't look like he's upgradable. Then my third archer is the best consul in the game and the best administration, Justinian. So Justinian, I just decided to specialize him in administration. He's great in conquest because also he's under consul. Still, he has a range tactician and siege master, plus in defense engineering, so he helps rebuild the ramparts. He's general 3 and emperor, so the damage you see is plus 15 maximum. Then I gave him Caesar equipment because the Justinian equipment is also again pay, and I don't want to pay, so I didn't buy. But with the Caesar, you get a boost in administration and damage, which is okay. And also, I got him the Dazzling Crown, which gives another 20 points in bonus. Okay, although it doesn't have the boost in the capability. So still, he has for now a 48 points in archery, and I guess I will give him back the archery, the Attila bow, once I get for Alcides Tizona, and we'll have a better archery. And then if we go down, I still have another archer, is Valens. This was my first guy. And I think he's also one, if you look at my video on General Path, he's a good general to start with. He has a Master Skirmisher, Range Tactician, and Master of Archery. So 3 skills, which is very good. An archery skill of 51, which is even higher than Justinian for now, with a heavy crossbow. And then he has his Voice of Titan to boost the morale in Euphoria. He can be upgraded. Well, why not? Upgrading to General, to Lieutenant 3. So I got additional capabilities. We can upgrade live. So now it's a 55. And yeah, I mean that's it. Still, think about it. In conquest, you can have unlimited generals. So having 4 or 5 generals for type still makes sense. While in other games like World Conqueror, it would be a total waste of money because you can only put 8 general maximum in conquest. Then for infantry, my first best infantry is the Belisarius that you get very early in the game for free. So great and amazing to have an elite general free. Belisarius, though, again, the equipment is you have to pay. again, something that doesn't make sense. So you see the Spear of Belisarius is in Proof of Honor, but in the premium tier. So no Spear for Belisarius. Still, he gets the Refined Two-Handed War Axe, which gives a capability boost of 24 points, and the Armor Piercing level 1, which he doesn't have, but still 24 points, I don't throw them away. And then I gave him the Beowulf, which is another premium general. I gave him the equipment, because with that, as I enhance, I will boost his infantry capability, which now is already at 86. I upgraded to General 3 and he's Emperor. So he has all these things in place, and then he has Infantry Tactician, Master Commander, which can be useful, then a plain boost, and then a negotiation as a benefit, and desperate wager, which helps in the attack. So definitely I would love to boost his infantry. 86 for my number 1 infantry is not too much, and he does his best with the Spearman Legion. However, without the equipment, I cannot unlock that bonus, unfortunately. So for now, he's at that. Number 2, Knut, or Nut, I don't know. So he's this guy, first of all, he does his best with Viking Raiders. And so here I was able to give him, and I upgraded the Viking Raider to level 8. So that's pretty good. And he has really nice skills for melee infantry. He has a composure, melee infantry expert, master of assault, which applies, then leadership and navigator, not super useful. He has his own hero legend, and by the way, I will see if I can do raid. Okay, I don't have raid. Every day if you have raid tickets, you can redeem them against these rewards. Then his equipment, for now I just have level 1. The reason is I have lots of equipment, and it costs a lot to upgrade them, so I need to be very selective. Now I'm upgrading Roland, and then I will move on in order of my priority. Still, even with this, he's already 4 points in infantry and 4% in damage reduction. And then I gave him the quality 200 sword that gives him a plus 15 points in capability. So already he's a 72. If I go, sometimes you can go in the shop and you can tell, see, these are the other items. See, the refined imperial is only plus 6, but he boosts the melee infantry expert by 1, which is one of his skills. The advance increase the master of assault, and that's a cavalry. So if I go back to Knut, he has the master of assault. So actually it would be smart to give him this weapon. Let's see, now I don't have the money. 350. I will buy. And now I can give him to this guy instead of this. A beautiful. Where is it? There you go. Yes, nice. And now you see he has a boost in infantry, but also the master of assault goes up by 1 point. Okay, that's good. Then number 3, Heraclius, is a gold general, no special equipment, but look how nice. He has a master swordsman and melee infantry expert. So also this guy, I think I should give him that special weapon that we saw. First of all, let me see this one. This is for range. Plus 12, no? Okay, but I can give him potentially this unit. He has only plus 6 though, so plus 6 and plus 1. I'm not sure it's worth it, because the melee gives a plus 8% damage, plus 1 point will be plus 12 damage. But here I give him a 15 points instead of 6, so I'm losing 9 points. This is a bit of the math you gotta do. And he has a master swordsman, which is good. So for now I stick with this item over there, and so I get the 71 infantry and also a decent administration and morale. I gave him Olga, which again I will not buy under torture, the worst enough general possible, even if she's cheap. But plus 4 in infantry and plus 4 in administration, and over time upgrading, eventually I will boost it up. So again, being a third infantry, that's okay. And then number 4 is Etius, that you get it for free quite early in the game. He's a silver general, but still a reasonable 56 infantry. and he has Arthur, a unique equipment, so you get at least a damage boost and some morale, and then he has the infantry capability with the defense infantry expert booster, so that's a useful one to have. Yes, plane and speed. Then I still have a couple of extra. I have Ivar, who's I didn't spend much money on Ivar, though now we have this infantry we can give him to boost it to 40. And again, I use it just in conquest because I have a much better infantry generals before. But he has rage, which is a very cool boost in attack, and master of assault. So with axis. As a rule of thumb, all the Scandinavian generals are very good in infantry. You have Beowulf, you have Ragnarfur, Ivar, and the other. And that's it. I mean, there are some other minors I will not spend time. Theodora. The only benefit of Theodora is that, well, she's hot, but actually the only benefit of Theodora is that she's in the bond with the Justinian, and that's the best bond you can get, because with Theodora and Justinian, so you get, when in every campaign, you get 2 points of technology in each turn, 6 iron and 10 silver. Both has to be general to qualify, and they are in my case. Okay, so that's close my preview of my own general. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.